It's time to level up your Shopify store. As we all know, we're getting closer to summer, which means you might be outside more. As I'm sure many of you know, that can become very expensive. With that being said, this is the perfect time to start your dropshipping journey so you can start making a passive income to help pay for all your summer activities. If that sounds like something you're trying to do, pay attention to this video as it will show you exactly how to add these apps to your store and customize them to level up your store for 2023. What's up, y'all? Sean here, one of the consultants here at Supreme Ecom. Before we hop into it, guys, you know we do a free consulting call every week. And if you want to get a chance to enter, do these 3 things. 1, go ahead and like this video. We put these videos out every single week to give you guys as much value as you can. 2, subscribe to our channel to watch every video we put out every single week. And 3, comment the word dropship down below in the comment section with the 1 takeaway you got from this video. I'll be announcing the last winner of the consultation call somewhere in the next video, so make sure you stay tuned if you want to find out if it was you. Today, I'll be covering 3 essential Shopify apps that you need on your store in 2023. Now, these apps are going to level up your store to convert like crazy this spring and summer season. So first, we're going to review A-Reviews. A-Reviews is an app that works directly with AliExpress to import product reviews without having to edit or do anything else with the reviews besides just customize them a bit. Now, without further ado, let's hop into A-Reviews by going to our Shopify dashboard. So as you can see, I'm on my Shopify dashboard right here. On the left-hand column, I'm going to navigate to where it says Apps, and I'm going to go ahead and select right here, A-Reviews. Now, if you don't have A-Reviews, you'll simply type it in here right in the search bar. This will then bring you to the Shopify App Store. Again, the Shopify App Store, very similar to like an Apple App Store for your phone or Android, but just for Shopify. Now we're going to be selecting A-Reviews, Reviews Importer right here. You would either install the app. Simply, we're just going to go ahead and open up the app since we already have it on our store. And this is now going to take us to the A-Reviews dashboard itself. Now that I'm over here, one thing to take note before we hop into the reviews themselves is that A-Reviews has some different packages. So let's talk about these briefly just for a moment. Usually, you're going to start with the $0 plan for free. That's a startup. However, you're only allowed to get 6 reviews on your product page. Now, generally, you do want, which we're going to explain about this a bit more as we move into our video, but generally, you want about 15 to 25 plus reviews per product that's on your store. The free version only allows us to have 6. So I would recommend upgrading to this premium at $7 per month, and you can have as many as you like, and also have some filters you can customize to mess around with that. But I will go ahead and show you how you can manually add reviews if you don't want to pay for that $7 per month as well. So with that being said, let's hop over here on the left to where it says reviews, and let's navigate down to import reviews. As you can see, this is the dashboard where we're going to go ahead and start importing our reviews. So today, what we're going to do is obviously all the products that are here are the ones that we already have on our store. So we're going to come down here and navigate, and we're going to start with the Mr. Beach mat right here. As you can see, I already have some reviews in here, but I'll show you exactly how we are going to do it. So I'm simply going to click the X. I'm just going to delete these off of the product page. And in order to get the link to put in here, I'm simply going to go to AliExpress where I have my product that I found. And I'm just going to grab the URL at the top. I'm going to copy this URL, come back here to A-Reviews, and simply paste it right here in this box and press import. Now, A-Reviews is basically going to hit you with a little main menu. Now, at this main menu, we're going to go ahead and try to customize exactly what kind of reviews it is that we're looking for. So generally, this is about 50. You can put it down if you like, but generally, we just leave it. No need to change that. I do want to start with 5 stars here, or even 4 and 5 stars. So let's start with 4 and 5 stars. I do want to translate them to English because I am primarily targeting the United States economy. And I do want to select comments with images only because I do want to see really high quality, great images in my reviews. So let's go ahead and press submit, and let's see how many reviews we get. You'll see this little box come up. Looks like we have about 9 reviews there here. So 9's a little bit short. However, it's more about the quality of the reviews, not necessarily how many we have, but I think 9's a great starting point. So let's head back to Shopify and see what they look like. Again, I'm basically on just a Shopify store. I'm on the customer view, so not where I'm editing it. I'm simply going to refresh, and we'll scroll down to the bottom where our reviews will be located. As you can see, we have reviews that are right here. Generally, you want a minimum of a 4.7 out of 5. Usually below that, customers tend to get scared. So 4.7 all the way to 5.0 is primarily recommended. As you can see, really high quality images showing them actually use it and not on the beach, but in the floor. Generally, I don't really like seeing it kind of with the packaging. However, sometimes it's part of the game. But as long as we have other high quality images there to offset it as well, that's what really matters. You can also see that we have a decent length review. So again, people are obviously impressed with the product or they like it enough to type a few sentences about it. I love how it's short and simple, but I do want to see some that does have some extra detail. Again, just building that customer confidence behind our product. Moving down, these reviews are looking pretty good. Now, if I wanted some more reviews, because 9 wasn't enough, I can actually come back here to A reviews. I can simply press this X, press delete, and I can go ahead and paste that link back in here, mess around with these filters to go ahead and see if I can get some more. So I am going to keep it on 4 and 5 stars. I do want to keep it in English, but let's see, maybe if I turn off comments with image only, let's see what we find. So I remember last time we had 9, let's see if we can gather a bit more. So it says now we have about 64 reviews. Let's see what they look like. Let's head back over, simply refresh our page. And now we can see we have 50 reviews. And again, really high quality pictures showing it on the floor. Would like to see a beach because that's the real use case for the product. However, it works. Beautiful, beautiful, nice descriptions. And looks like we got about 50 reviews, 4.9, definitely a really, really healthy amount. So that's A reviews, guys. Now, I was talking about how if you cannot afford, or maybe it's just not in your best interest to buy that extra plan that comes with more than those 6 reviews, if you still are on the free plan, what you can do is you'll have your 6 here that you import. You can simply write a review. I wouldn't recommend putting your name, but if you want to, you can. You don't need to put your email, star rating, put it out of 5 stars. If you want, you can go to other competitors' pages, and if they have a similar app like A reviews, you can download the images reviews because obviously they're very different than product images. They're review images, so they're not looking as professional. They just look more raw and authentic. You can download those images, simply upload them here, and then type in a comment with a few sentences. And I recommend doing about 3 or 4 a day for a full 7 days. That will give you anywhere from around maybe 25 to 28 reviews. Plus the other 6 you got, you'll be looking at somewhere around 35 reviews, which can be a healthy amount. It is more work up front. It does take a little bit of time. But again, if you're not looking to pay that $7 per month, this is a great option that you can utilize as well. But that's A reviews. So now what I want to hop into is our second app that we're going to be going over. And that's going to be Volume Break by Discount Pricing. So with that being said, we'll come back over here. We've now done our app. So again, I'm going to come down here to the apps on the left. I'm then going to select Volume and Discounted Pricing. Same way, if you don't have it, you'll just go ahead and grab it from the Shopify App Store. It is about $8 per month, but I do highly recommend if you can afford it. So it's simply go ahead here, and now let's get into how we actually customize this app to put it on your store. So I'm simply going to come down here. Again, if you have any problems with the billing or the support, you can simply go ahead and utilize these 2 tools to reach out and get the help that you need. But for now, let's go ahead and select Manage. These look like these 2 kind of default preset ones, but we'll go ahead and create our offer, and let's run through how we're going to customize this. So again, customers won't see this, but we will put in our name right here. Change offer priority, I'm good on that. I do not need to select anything there. For offer type, I am going to select volume discount and quantity breaks. Now I'm going to actually go ahead and put in the exact chart that I want to go ahead and lay out and copy into my store. So I'm going to do 3 rows. I'm going to start with 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to do 10%, 15%, and 20%. I do want to take percent off each product. You can customize it again as you wish, but I will keep it on percentage off of each. So by 2, get 10% off. By 3, get 15% off. By 4, get 20% off. I really do love this app, and I feel it applies to all the products I have on my store because they're all fully validated products that I'm interested in running ads for at some point. So I am going to apply this to my entire store. But as you can see, you can do it to per product or even to per variant per product. But let's move down. I'm not going to really touch any of this here. I will set this configuration type to automatic. Coming down, again, this is just a message here. I'm a little bit of like a just grammar freak, so I'm just going to go ahead and correct my grammar real quick. So buy discounted prices, that's fine, it's perfect, let the customer see that. And then I don't need to select any of these here. I don't need a start date or an end date. I simply just want to put it on my store. When I'm ready to take it off, if I do, at any point, I can simply delete the app or turn it off. But make sure you guys always press save. As you know, when you're working on anything on your Shopify store, pressing save is critical. Don't be like some other people. Sometimes they do hours worth of work and simply forget to press the save button just because they forgot. No matter what you're doing on your store, you will likely have to save stuff. So make sure that you do. Now that we've customized it, I want to test it and see how it looks on our store. So let's go ahead and navigate down here. I'm actually going to go ahead and select test. This is going to open up this app, our Volume Break by Discount, on some products on our store. As you can see right here with the current theme that we're using, the chart that we went ahead and created simply appears right below the title and right below our buy buttons. So just as we customized it, if you buy 2, you receive 10%. If you buy 3, you receive 15% off, and 4, 20% off. Now, a little crazy backstory behind this app. We actually had a student in mentorship just a few weeks ago that did over 100,000 in sales from a mixture of Q4 and even this Valentine's Day that pretty much is right here. But sales-wise has just passed. He crossed over 100K in sales, and we went ahead and looked at his analytics, and over $40,000 of that $100,000 in sales was attributed to this app. So I loved it before, but I'm telling you guys, you really need this app on your store because it will take it to the next level to get ready for spring and for summer season. So with that being said, that's volume and break by discount. However, we did press apply to all the products on our store. So I see it's on the Rose Teddy Bear, but let's make sure it's on the other ones as well before moving forward. So I'm gonna come over here to collections where I have just some other kind of, products on the store. For example, we'll pull up Mr. Private right here, cool little phone case. As you can see, we have the same thing right here. It's not a crazy app, doesn't take a lot to do. Straightforward, very simple, but it works wonders. So I highly recommend it, and it is on all of the products on our store. With that being said, we went over A-reviews, we went over how to import it, how to grab our AliExpress link, how to customize the filters, and how it looks on our product page. We added the volume break by discount app to our store. We then went ahead and we customized our offer, and we added and customized the app to do exactly what we wanted to do. So again, to do that, I simply came over here, I press save, and now if I go ahead and click back on this, you can see if I click manage, these two were off that were just by default, and I have this one right here that is now running on our store. Now to make sure it's still good to go, before we move on to the last app, I'll simply come over here to the store. I'll just refresh this page. I'll make sure everything looks good. Again, boom, perfect. I can come over here. Again, I'll click on one more product just to verify that. We'll click on our little Mr. Crackles, and boom, it's here as well. Awesome. Now, let's move into our last app, which is our Sticky Add to Cart made by Booster Pro. So again, let's come back over here. We will navigate to the apps on our store. We don't have this one on our store, so we do have to go grab it from the Shopify App Store. And I'm actually gonna select this one right here. Love this background, reminds me of cotton candy, 4.9 rating. I'm loving it, definitely love this app very much. I'm gonna select Add App. We'll kind of run through the little stages. We'll approve it, we'll pay for it on our store, and then we'll get into customizing it. Perfect. So as you can see, we went ahead and we added this app to our store. Just a little snippet. We've actually went ahead and looks like in the last 30 days, we have about over $870 in revenue that was made solely from this app. So once we get here to Sticky Add to Cart, you're gonna see there's a little menu over here on your left. I really don't mess with too much of these things here. On the dashboard, I just make sure that I have it turned on, make sure everything is enabled and we're ready to go. And I navigate down here to the Sticky Add to Cart section. Now, before I get there, there's one thing that I wanted to mention. It was the same way in A-reviews. It was also the same way in volume break by discount. Whenever you're navigating these apps, they always have great in-app chat support, which is one reason why we really love these three apps. On your store, you always want some form of reviews. A-reviews is the perfect fit for that. You also want some form of upsell. Volume break by discount is increase the quantity. You have an incentive to get more of a discount. So that's our form of our upsell. They both have fantastic in-app chat support in case you have any issues. Make sure you hit them up and they can take care of you, and they respond fairly quick as well, and usually under just a few hours. And Sticky Add to Cart, same thing here. And as you can see, this little chat box over in the right in the orange, you can go ahead and reach out to their customer support. Now, with that being said, let's get into customizing this app. So I'm going to come down here to where it says Sticky Add to Cart bar. And again, I want to make sure I have it enabled. So if it says disabled, that means you have it on. Now, with that being said, I do want to select skip to checkout when I click it. So when any customer clicks this button, I want it to go directly to checkout. I don't want them to then, add it to their cart and wait. Nope, bring them right to checkout, put in their payment info, they get their product, we get the money, and we build a nice, long-lasting relationship. So again, I'm going to select skip to checkout. One thing that's really cool about Sticky Add to Cart is you can kind of customize how it looks. So if you see over here in the buy button, if I click swing, it'll start swinging. If I click pulse, it will start doing some different things. Again, you can mess around with it, all personal preference at the end of the day. Moving down, this will normally say, add to cart. I always put it as buy it now, or simply we can just do buy now. Now, this will just have a default color in it. However, I do want to show you a really cool trick as to how you can take one of the colors that you're using on your store from your theme and actually put that color into here to customize the color of the button. So real quick, let's go ahead and press save before we move any further. So any changes we made do not go unleft. Let's hop back over here. I'm going to come to my online store. I'm going to be on themes. I currently have my theme right here, so I'm going to customize it. I'm going to come over here to the tab all the way on the left to theme settings. I'm going to click on colors, and I can see that beautiful light blue that you can kind of see all over our store already is right here. So in Shopify, and then a lot of times in any kind of editing tool you may be using that uses colors, there's color codes. So I'm simply going to copy this color code that we have. I'm going to come back over here to my app, and now right here, you always need to have the hashtag. So make sure we always do the hashtag. And then I'm going to go ahead and paste in that code. And as you can see, that same blue that's on my theme is the same blue that I'm going to put on my sticky add to cart button. Again, is it a big difference? No, but it really just adds to the character and makes everything blend together. And again, just instills a sense of congruency all across your store, which customers would definitely appreciate. Again, the override button text color, the light blue always looks better with just a white text. So again, I'm going to leave this on white. Color code for white is hashtag F. We'll go ahead and navigate down. Now this is the desktop settings. It's very important that the desktop always looks good. However, in a second here, we're going to talk about why mobile is even more important. So again, show on desktop computers. I do want to show the product image, boom, show the product title, 2, review stars, 3, variant selector, boom, quantity select, show price, and the compare at price, which again, the compare at price is always double what we're actually selling it for, so it gives it that 50% off look. Moving down, you can either position this bar at the top or the bottom of the page. I personally like it at the top, but you can have it at the bottom as well. These two right here, again, no need to unless you want to mess around with it even more. Moving down, then we have the mobile settings. Now, before we get into the mobile settings, it's very, very similar to the desktop settings, but what you must know that 80% of your traffic on your store, whether this is coming from direct searches on Google or even just Facebook traffic from running your ads, 80% of people are going to go to the product page. They're not going to go to the home page, and they're also going to be on their mobile phone. Think as you're on your lunch break, you're scrolling on Facebook, people are on their mobile phones, they're probably not on a laptop unless it's for work specifically, and they happen to go on Facebook on their laptop. So even though we customize it on the desktop and it always should look fantastic on the desktop, we need to make sure we bring that same feeling and congruency to exactly what it's going to look like on the mobile to make sure both look great, because again, the majority of your traffic will be a mobile user from their phone. So again, product title, image, stars, select, quantity select, button, show price, compare price, perfect. And again, this one's now at the bottom. I'm simply going to select it to the top for the mobile version as well. And now I'm really all done customizing my button. So let's go see what this looks like in real time on our store. So we'll navigate back over here. And for example, let's go ahead and head to our home page. We'll come here to our collections. And again, this will applies to every product page on our store. It's very different than like the volume break by discount. That one you can select individual products. This one is kind of more just across the board. However, let's go ahead and select our beach mat for an example. And as we scroll down, one thing that's very important is while the buy button or add to cart is in sight, you won't see this app. It's once that option to not click that buy button or add to cart is when this little bar is going to appear on the top. So let's scroll down so you can see. As you can see, we just passed that buy button and boom, we have our beautiful product image. We have our beautiful title that we went ahead and named it, how many you want to buy, as well as the price. And we doubled that price, which is that compare at price. And our nice buy now, again, our white text, and that same beautiful blue that we have everywhere on our store to just make everything shine together. So we know it works here, but does it work on some of the other products on our store? Let's check it out. Let's take this one, for example, our beverage jacket cooler. You can see volume by discount is here. Scroll down, buy button is now not in sight. Boom, there it is. Image, title, quantity selector, compare at price, regular price, buy it now. And it's as simple as that. So that's sticky at the cart. You can see when we come down here, we got A reviews for this one as well. And lastly, we have our volume break by discount. I hope you all are nice now and confident to go ahead and add these 3 apps to your store for 2023 so you can supercharge your growth. We went over A reviews, volume break by discount, and sticky at the cart. Do keep in mind if you have any issues with these apps, they all have that beautiful in-house chat support to make sure to help you out. But before this video ends, the free consultation call winner is Monse Figueroa. Congratulations, Monse. You have won 1 free consultation call with one of the mentors here at Supreme Ecom. So please do go ahead and reach out to our Instagram at Supreme Ecom so we can get you started right away. And guys, don't forget, if you want to win a free call next week, do those 3 things we talked about in the beginning of the video. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today, guys. I hope you all enjoyed the vid, and we will run it up in the next one. It's Sean from Supreme Ecom. I'm out. Peace. Peace.
When you got it like that, like Jake said, we gon' spend it, get it right back. Stack that internet money till the site crash. They on IG trying to get a light back. See, they don't talk that talk, they just type fast.